Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. So, let's get started talking about sharing large files. And I need to reset here and get to the beginning. There we go. Little preview of coming attractions. So, sharing large files today on Go for Lunch for March 26, 2024. Brought to you by GoFor Technology. I'm Roger Harmon, your host, and we are here to make your technology work for you. This is National Wear a Hat Day. So, don that fedora, put on that cap, dig out that bonnet, and celebrate National Wear a Hat Day. So this presentation was inspired by Doriana, who was taking some videos at a birthday party, and they were too large to send an email. So what are you going to do? Well, there's several ways to solve this problem. So number one, built into your Mac is a system called MailDrop, and you can also use Google Drive, some websites such as WeTransfer. If it's a video, you can use YouTube or Vimeo to share. So let's talk about MailDrop first. So you need to be using at least macOS Yosemite on your Mac, or on your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch, you have to be at iOS 9.2 or larger. And I'm going to stop my little video over here because I think it's taking up too much bandwidth. So Apple MailDrop allows you to send attachments up to 5 gigabytes in size, and then your message is going to have a link in it for downloading the attachment, and these expire after 30 days. So you want to make sure your recipient knows that they can't procrastinate on that. They need to download them within 30 days. So let's see how that works. So we're going to go to Mail, and we're going to go up to Mail in the upper left hand corner and go to Settings, and then we would go to Accounts. We're already there. And then you can see here at the bottom, I'm on my iCloud account. I have checked Send Large Attachments with Mail. But here on one of my Gmail accounts, I don't have that checked. So you'd want to make sure and check it on all of your accounts. And then what happens is you get a message saying, do you want to use MailDrop? And you say yes. And off you go. So Google Drive is another way to send messages, and it requires a Google account. If you have a Gmail address, you automatically have a Google account. So you go to drive.google.com, and then you would sign in, and then you would go up here to the left hand corner and click on New, and then you would click on File Upload, and you notice here that you get 15 gigabytes of free storage space on Google Drive, and according to this, I'm using 13.58 gigabytes. Now, a little while ago, I went in here and deleted a bunch of stuff. However, Google hasn't caught up with me yet. So I could only send a 1 gigabyte file, 1 gigabyte file, because that's all the storage space I have available. Now, Google is giving us a deal here for 49 cents a month for 2 months, and I saw this in another location. It said 3 months, so you may want to hunt around for that. You can get 100 gigabytes. So that is a pretty good deal. And you could also just do that temporarily while you're cleaning up your space and getting rid of your storage, because this storage is not only for Google Drive, it's also for your Google Mail accounts. So that's probably where most of the storage space is being used, is for your mail, especially mail with attachments. So back to the procedure here, you would go to File, Upload, and then you would choose a file. So these are my Keynote files. So let's just click on this one. And down here in the right hand corner it says uploading one item, and it is completed, and now it's telling me I'm almost out of storage. So again, you may want to go in here and clean this up so you could use this to send large files. WeTransfer is another way to do this. You can transfer up to 2 gigabytes free, and you just go to WeTransfer.com, and you don't even have to log in or sign up. You can just click here to upload a file. We'll use the same file here. Then you put in who you want to email it to. So we'll email it to Choyabe, and you put in your email. So we'll put in gofortech@mac.com, and this automatically took the name of the file and made it the title. And then we can put a little message in. And then you would click on transfer. So again, this is 2 gigabytes for free. If you want to send more than that, for example, if you had like a wedding or some kind of a family event where you had a bunch of people taking videos and you wanted to share them all, you could sign up for 1 month for the Pro account, which is $10 or $15 if you sign up for a month, $10 if you subscribe for a year. And then you could send up to 200 gigabytes. So then you'd have 1 terabyte of storage and a portal where you could comment on things, and people could also send their videos into this portal. So it would be a good way to manage videos or even multiple images for an event. So that is another way you could do it. So if we're talking about videos, you can upload videos to YouTube. You can make it unlisted or private. If it's unlisted, it means that people probably won't find it. You just send them the URL so they can find it. Or if you make it private, then you can have a password so nobody but the people that you share the password with will be able to see that. And of course, that would also require a Google account. Again, if you have a Gmail address, you have a Google account. So let's see how that works. So we're going to go back into our, well, let's go back to Safari here. And then we would go to YouTube. Okay, so now up here in the upper right hand corner, you have a little icon that's supposed to look like a video camera with a plus on it. And you click on that. You click on Upload Video. And then you would just drag a video in. So I'm going to grab a video. You can't see this, but we'll just grab this video right here, and you can see the little arrow goes down, and there it is. So then you would give it a title, which is required, and then you would give it a description. I'm just going to triple click here, copy the title, and paste it in there. And as you can see over here, it tells you that it's uploading the video. And then right here is the link that you would send to somebody. And so we're going to click here on this little icon to copy. We're going to click on next. And you could add some things here, which you probably wouldn't do. And then it's going to check for copyright. And then here's where you choose whether you want it to be unlisted, and then they would use this URL, or if you click on private, then you click on share privately, and then you would invite people to watch that video. So we're going to cancel that, and then you would click on save. We'll click on unlisted here. We've already copied the link here, the URL. We click on save, and then it will tell you that it is uploading. It will be unlisted, but you need to keep this browser tab open while the unloading or the uploading completes. And down here it tells you that it's uploading at 0%, which means it really hasn't started uploading yet. So you just go about your business. You can do other things on Safari while this is uploading, and then you can come back and check on it. So that is how you would do it on YouTube. We also have Vimeo, which does require you get a free account. So let's go back to Safari, and we have Vimeo already loaded here. Oh, here it is right here. So here's Vimeo, and you would have to log in. So I have an account, and one password is filling it in for me. So I'm logging in. And then it's giving you some hints here. So right here you would upload and manage and share. So you'd host your video in their ad-free player. So that's a big difference between Vimeo and YouTube, is Vimeo is ad-free, and then you can set permissions so only the right people can see it. And then you can record video messages right here. And then you can actually edit your video content right on the Vimeo website. And then you can use it to host virtual events and webinars with easy to use browser-based production studio. So if you wanted to host an event, you could do it right here inside Vimeo. So the way that you upload it is you go here to upload from computer. You click on that, and then it works the same way. You would go to your Finder, grab a file. Let's see here what we got. We got a screen recording. We grab that. And again, it wants a title, and it wants a description. And you can give it a content rating. You can add tags and categories. You can credit it. You can select a language, and you can select a copyright license, which most of those things would not apply to you. And then you would click up here on share. And then you would add an email, or you could just click on share publicly, and then you would click here to copy the link. It says link is copied, and then you would send that link to the people that you want to share. So that is how Vimeo would work. So another way would be using AirDrop, which again is built in to your Apple system. That is, these other systems would work with anybody on any kind of computer, whether it be Windows or Apple. Those systems would work with anybody, but AirDrop would only work with other Apple devices. And when you set up AirDrop, you have the choice of airdropping to contacts only or everyone. On the Mac, there's no limitation, but on your iOS devices, there's a 10-minute time limit for sharing with everyone, and that's for your privacy purposes. So if you haven't already, type your questions in to the comments there on YouTube. Do me a favor and share the GoFor Gazette with anybody that you know that uses Apple devices. And a little reminder, there is an update for iOS 17.4.1. I think it's okay to do that. However, the macOS update 14.4.1, it's still questionable. I haven't checked today, but I checked yesterday if they fixed the problem with printers not working after going to 14.4. So I think I would wait a little longer until we find out if people are still having problems with their printers after they do the 14.4.1. It did fix the problem with USB hubs in monitors, and it did fix some other problems. So that would be my suggestion, to wait. So how's it going with you guys? So welcome Chris and Bob, and thanks for the compliment on the hat. And Chris says that we use WeTransfer at the Camera Club. It's cross-platform, relatively easy to use. Didn't know about Vimeo. Big thanks for that. Well, glad we were able to help you. And Bob says AirDrop formerly only worked between devices on the same local network. Has that changed? Yes. You may remember one of the features in one of the recent updates was if you were doing an AirDrop and had to get out of Wi-Fi range, it would automatically use the internet to do the AirDrop. So it does work. I think you maybe have to start it on Wi-Fi, but then once you start it and leave the Wi-Fi coverage, it will automatically continue on over the internet, I should say. So good questions, good comments. Appreciate that. And if there are no other comments at the moment, remember that you can always contact me via email or via telephone, and I'd be happy to answer any other questions. And if you have any thoughts about things you'd like to learn more about, let me know by contacting me as well. So have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you here next week on Tuesday at high noon for another Go for Lunch.